Hey, good evening, everybody. I am Chuck Rogers, a licensed professional counselor and licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I am a network engineer.
And together we are Tabletop Coffee, doing life.
Being bold and never, ever bitter.
And tonight we're going to continue with our marriage killing series.
You know, I love this series.
I do too.
And people seem to love this series. I'm not sure what part of it just grabs them. Is it the guy with the knife?
I'm not really sure that's a great thumbnail you came up with.
Yeah, I think so. Put it in the comments below. What is grabbing you on these videos?
Yeah, that'd be great. And tonight we're going to show you yet another wonderful way to just snuff out that relationship by arguing points that don't matter or equivocation.
I'm excited to learn about this.
Stay tuned. We'll show you how it's done.
When we were getting ready to start talking about this tonight, you actually mentioned about arguing with the fence post.
Yeah, many years ago, I've been in private practice for over 17 years.
Right.
But before I was in private practice, I worked on inpatient psychiatry at a local hospital with a wonderful team of people. And on the children's unit, I had a guy named Phil. Phil was my kind of mentor. He was actually a supervisor for licensure. And Phil would just equivocate. He would just argue for the sake of argument's sake sometimes.
So the sky is green, even if it's blue.
Yeah. And one time, one of my other wonderful colleagues, Kathy says, you know, Phil, you would argue with a fence post.
Right. I think we all know people like that.
So we're sitting in treatment planning one day, and Kathy's over here writing, and then she slides this to me, and it's like a picture of a fence post that has a little blurb at the top that says, please argue with me.
Oh, that would be a good meme today. We didn't have memes back then.
No, it was just like a sticky note.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Phil was known for equivocating over things that don't matter. Okay. So one time Phil went to visit his parents, and his dad was driving, I think was the story, and his mother was sitting in the passenger seat, and Phil was in the back. And he says, my mom says to my dad, I didn't know you were going to wear your navy pants. And his father replies, they're not navy, they're dark blue.
I can see that. I know people who would do that.
And Phil looked at me and he says, you know, I do that. And my reply to him was, Phil, you need to go home more often.
Right. So he can see what he's actually doing and learn from it.
Yeah, and it was so great that he was insightful enough to
that's true.
To see it and then apply it to himself and go, you know, I do that too.
Yeah, that's good.
But I mean, isn't that something that just drives people crazy?
It does.
It doesn't bring people together. It pushes them further apart.
It does, because you're always waiting for that response. They're not really paying attention a lot of the times to listen to what's really going on. It goes back to that one video that we actually talked about where you're looking for that place to break in so that you can get your point across.
Oh, yeah. Am I really listening or just waiting for my turn to talk?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that thing. But I have run into many people in my lifetime where, you know, they'll want to get their point across, even if it has nothing to do with what you're talking about, or they're just completely off base.
Or it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Right.
What does it matter if it's dark blue or navy?
Yeah, it does not
matter. What
matter.
Does it matter if it was a Monday or a Tuesday, or if it was 5 p.m. or 6 p.m.? What does it matter anyway? And what's the message that if I come in and I correct you over some equivocation, what's the message you receive from that? It's probably many.
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting there and thinking, well, what I'm talking about doesn't matter. You're just trying to get what you want to get across to me.
Yeah, and it makes you feel small.
Yeah, it does.
And it doesn't build, it tears apart.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah. Hey, I hope that was helpful for you. We hope that you're not an equivocator. If you are, maybe you'll learn something and put down in the comments maybe some ways that you equivocate, or maybe ways that other people in your life that are important, maybe how they do that to you.
And if you have a good story of your own on this,
that.
throw it in the comments below.
You have your own fence post story.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's some doozies out there.
Hey, if you would, make sure to like it. We'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, be sure and click that subscribe button and ding that bell so you're notified of upcoming episodes.
Thanks, everybody.
Until next time. Oh, hey, you want to hear something fun today?
I do.
So I was in line at Panera getting some chili today. Rob and I were actually in the car and we were going through, and we had this girl on the other end, and she was just the most excited, happy person I think I have ever talked to in a drive-through. But we get up there and she gives us our order, and she said something like, "Well, that should take care of your order. Bibbidi bobbidi boo."
She actually said
She
that?
said bibbidi bobbidi boo.
I know I've never had that happen before.
And I was thinking, man, just think of how many times I could use that with clients. Computers fixed. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
I think you should try it and then report back to us next week about how it went.
I think that is going to be my new tagline. And if I could, I'd record it while I was with a client. Just capture their face while I'm doing it.
I dare you.
It would be really fun.
I double dog dare you.
Yeah, I think I might. I have a client in mind that I can do that with.